From sarcophagi filled with mummified bodies to vintage wine to mysterious board games. This is what you might come across when you find a pharaoh's tomb. Ancient Egyptians were mummified when they died, and the body preserved, then wrapped up in linen. Pharaohs were mummified with amulets, jewels inside the linen wrappings, and then buried in lots of coffins inside coffins to protect the body. When ancient Egyptians were mummified, their organs were removed. The liver, intestines, lungs, and stomach were placed inside special containers called canopic jars. Each jar had the head of a god to protect what was inside. The heart was left inside the body because Egyptians believed it would be weighed in the afterlife to see if you had led a good life. Tombs were covered in beautiful wall decorations that told stories. In the Pharaoh Tutankhamun's tomb, the walls told the story of how Tutankhamun would travel to the afterlife, from his burial procession to the passage through the underworld and into the afterlife. This was the journey Egyptians believed all people took after death, and they filled their tombs with objects and paintings to help them get there. The journey to the afterlife was long, and so Egyptians were buried with food, water, and wine to help them on their travels. In Tutankhamun's tomb, archaeologists found 36 jars of vintage wine and 8 baskets of fruit. Beautiful jewelry and clothes were buried with the pharaoh so they could travel in style to the afterlife. Tutankhamun was buried with over 50 garments of the finest linen, including tunics, scarves, gloves, and headdresses. He was also buried with lots of jewelry, including bracelets, buckles, pendants, necklaces, rings, and scarabs for protection. These were made from gold and precious stones. There were also fans to keep him cool, and one was made from ivory with huge ostrich feathers. Pharaohs might be buried with boats. The pharaoh Khufu built the Great Pyramid at Giza as his tomb, and buried next to it was an enormous ship nearly 45 meters long. Some archaeologists think it was a ritual vessel to carry the pharaoh with the sun god Ra across the heavens. Tutankhamun was buried with 11 boat paddles, but no boat. Maybe Tutankhamun didn't like sailing because there were also 3 chariots and around 130 walking sticks made from ivory, ebony, silver, and gold, so he could ride or walk into the afterlife. Pharaohs might be buried with their favorite perfumes and oils made from the most expensive materials. In Tutankhamun's tomb, there was still a little bit of perfume left in one alabaster bottle. Archaeologists did tests and found out that it was made from coconut oil and frankincense. There were lots of weapons found in Tutankhamun's tomb to protect him on the dangerous journey into the afterlife. Some of them was just for show, like his golden chariots, while others were his favorite weapons that he actually used in battles. Tutankhamun was buried with an ivory traveling set of the game Senet. Perhaps they didn't want him to be bored on the journey. We're not totally sure how Senet was played, but it looks like might have been a 2-player game with the aim of knocking your opponent off the board. Pharaoh's tomb were always protected by ancient spells, cast only to keep robbers away. Despite many tombs were found empty, robbed before it was discovered. King Tut's tomb certainly has a magical negative impact on Howard Carter's team, knocking some of them dead, while giving others some serious strange disease. Do you have a story to share? Leave it in the comments below for the chance to show on the Storyteller's channel. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to always get our new upcoming stories. And if you like that video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.